to one and all present here. I'm very proud to be here today at the Republic Day celebrations organized by our CA Institute. And I'd like to welcome first our speaker for the day, CA Kasturi Rangan, who is giving a motivational address to the students. Please give him a huge round of applause. I'd also like to welcome our SIRC member, Sikasa Chairperson, CA Revati. Ma'am, please join us on stage. I welcome the senior members, the SIRC staff, the young students, dynamic students, who have got up at 6 o'clock and then had a bath, changed and come here on time for this Republic Day celebrations. First of all, I want to appreciate that. So first I will start with the welcome address. We will have followed by the ICA motor song, and then we will have the motivational address by our speaker. So I request everybody to please stand up for the ICA motor song.
सुप्तेषु जागृति कामं 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 कामुषो पुरुषो निर्विमाणः तदेव शुक्रं तद्ब्रह्मा तदेवामृतमुच्यते अस्मिन् लोकः शतः सर्वे तदूनात्यपि कश्चन एतद्वैता
Thank you. Today is a very, very historic day, not only for us, but every single Indian in history. Because today is the day that India became a republic. What is a republic? The Constitution of India was brought into effect on this day more than 60 years ago. So this is why we have to honor it. The Constitution is such a well-drafted piece of legislation that guides our country. Throughout history, we have had several instances where the Constitution has tried to be overrun. But the country as a whole, not just the Supreme Court, not just the High Court, but the country as a whole have stood up and fought against the same. We must uphold the values of this Constitution of India. Very often we feel as chartered accountants, we are not lawyers, maybe this is not relevant to us, but the Constitution teaches us some great morals, great values, and as I said, was brought into effect after a lot of debates that went on for almost 3 years by what was called the Constituent Assembly. At SIRC, every year, as tradition, we hoist the national flag in honor of India becoming a republic, and we are doing that today as well. And students play a very, very important role in that. I have to, as I already said when I opened, I thank you all for coming here. I know that studying for your exams, doing your articleship is a very, very difficult task, and I know that for a fact, even though there's a lot of learning that comes in the articleship, it is considered to be a very difficult period. It reminds me of this story. A chartered accountant, an engineer, and a doctor, they'll all die and they'll go to heaven. So at the entrance of the gates, God is checking for each of them. First he calls the doctor. He says, "Mr. Doctor, come here." "Yes, sir." "You know what you have done? You have mistreated patients. And because of you, a lot of patients have died. They have spread so many diseases. Because of that, other people have also died. So more than 150 people you have killed in this process. So what you are going to do is I'm going to send you to hell for 10 years. Then you come back after that, you can come to heaven. Doctor is okay. Then calls the engineer. Mr. Engineer, come here. Engineer comes. He says, you have poorly certified various buildings that were constructed so badly. Because of that, they collapsed. So many families died in the process. And because of that, you killed almost 200 people. I am sending you to hell for 10 years. And then only after that I will let you. Engineer says, okay. And he calls the chartered accountant. Mr. Chartered Accountant, you certified the balance sheet of so many fraudulent companies. Because of this certification, so many investors have lost money. And they have gone up to the streets. Their life savings have gone to waste. So I am going to send you to hell for 7 years. Immediately the doctor and engineer start objecting. How is this fair? For us 10 years, for him 7 years. And God says, you must all remember he is a chartered accountant. He's already completed 3 years of articleship. So already he has finished that hell path. That's why he is going only for 7. So on a lighter note, the point is, I know that articleship can be challenging. And having been a student, not even 8 years back, I can tell you quite confidently, it's a very, very difficult task balancing your education, studies, classes, and of course, your articleship also. You will be coming early, you will be getting up very early, you may be coming from very long distances, taking 3-4 change of trains, buses, maybe by cycle also. You attend your CA class early in the morning. After that, you have to go to your articleship after having breakfast. You go for late, 10 minutes your principal will yell at you, what are you coming so late? But I just want to explain that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. At the end of 3.5 years or 4 years or whatever time it might be, and you clear your final examination, it's a very, very great moment. Still, till today, I remember, I value my articleship. At the time it was very difficult for me. I did not get leave for more than 2 months to prepare for my examination. So I used to crib, some of my friends in their firms, they're getting 3 months and 4 months. I am getting only 60 days. But then, you realize that challenges are always thrown to you in life so that you can step up and take them. And you will successfully handle them. The CA course is one like that. Some of you may get a feeling, when you speak to your school friends, or maybe you speak to your college friends who are not doing CA, they seem to be having a nice gala time. While you are here, waking up at 5, going to these classes, studying full day, you'll be sitting in the library, you'll be studying, they'll be playing cricket, they'll be playing football, they'll say, Machan, come for movie da, we are going for Darbar today, you come at 1 o'clock. You'll be thinking, 1 o'clock, how will my principal let me go? In all these circumstances, it always feels like we're in a very, very difficult position compared to certain other people. But my point is, at the end of your CA course, you are going to be employable globally anywhere in the world. You will get a minimum salary, minimum. I know it's going to be much higher, because last time I said this minimum salary somewhere, one chartered accountant, he called me, Abhishek, you're giving a very low salary. I said, sir, I'm saying you cannot go lower than that. You will not get a salary less than 5 lakhs per annum, minimum. And at the same time, you've had the work experience for 3 years or 3.5 years by working under another chartered accountant. You get a free pass to make mistakes in your articleship. Whatever happens, you are not suffering. That principal fellow is suffering. But you get to learn through the mistakes. You learn whatever you are going to do after 4 years. But your engineering friends or your other friends who are doing college, etc., no work experience, job is not guaranteed. They have to go to the market, even though campus placement, all that is there. Today campus placement is dwindling. They have to take the efforts. They have to go to the market. They have to learn. They don't have the work experience. In these circumstances, who is in a better position? They have to, after that, do their masters for 2 years. They have to go into MBA, or they have to do their MSc. They have to take a loan. They have to pay the money back. So they have to work for a job compulsorily because they have to repay the loan. So the commitment is there in life for them. You are commitment free. CA is one of the cheapest courses, but it gives you one of the best results. Guaranteed job, an opportunity to move anywhere globally. And the most important thing, as a chartered accountant, you do not have a retirement age. You can work till you're 90. There are so many leading chartered accountants today. who are 88, 90, and I still see them come to the income tax tribunal, argue cases. You will think 90 years old, what will be doing? Will not be able to walk. They'll stand up and they'll argue the cases very boldly. No retirement age. Reminds me of another story. This person, he goes to a pet shop. He sees that 3 parrots are for sale. So what is the price of these parrots? The first parrot valued at 1 lakh. 1 lakh for a parrot, what ridiculous. Second parrot valued at 2 lakhs. Oh, a parrot is valued at 2 lakhs. Third parrot valued at 10 lakhs. I have to find out. So he goes inside the shop. Go and ask the shopkeeper. Sir, why are your parrots so expensive? Normally you get for 100 rupees and all. He says, sir, the first parrot, it's a very, very intelligent parrot. If you give it your tally backup, it will draw up your full ledger. It will draw up your full financials. And it will do the notes of accounts also for you. Oh, okay. What does the second parrot do? Sir, second parrot valued at 2 lakhs. It will draw up all your financials. It will do projections also, all net present value, discounting cash flow method. It will discount, it will tell you what is the value of the business 5 years from now also. Oh, amazing. Tell me, this third parrot is valued at 10 lakhs. What is it worth? You say, actually, the third parrot, it does not do anything, sir, but the first 2 parrots call it senior partner. So that is why it is valued so highly. Again, it is a joke, but it is a joke which is true also. Because you don't have a retirement age. Sometimes you think senior partners are not doing anything, but they have their own value, their own contribution. So even when you are 90, you can be that senior partner. You can yell at that article, why are you 10 minutes late? Like that you can do. But these are the certain benefits out of the CA course. But I know I am talking about the serious part of the course. I'd like to conclude my welcome address by, of course, telling you it's very important as young people, your age, and I tend to relate a lot to the younger students because I wish somebody had told me this, is that build friendships. Build friendships. In colleges, they have enough time, they have enough opportunities to make very, very good friendships with people. In CA course, it is so busy. Back to back we have things. Immediately after you finish your inter exam, you don't have a break. You have to get back to articleship, then you start planning for final. You're already attending classes 1 month after your results. Some people start attending before the results itself. So in these circumstances, our life is very busy as chartered accountants and CA students. And trust me, once you pass the examination, your major goal is finished. But your next step in life starts because you have to get a job, search for the job, then somebody is going to be evaluating in your job, so you have to do a good, work, whatever you are doing. So these circumstances, we tend to lose out the lighter times in life. So we must enjoy those opportunities as well. All your GMCS classes, ITT classes, and whatever other classes you are attending at our CA Institute, moments like today, interact with each other, exchange numbers, become good friends. Some of the friends that I have made in my GMCS classes, ITT classes, till today, they are my very, very close friends. We are regularly in touch. It is not just a hello, hi. We have built great relationships, and you will find after 20 years, 25 years, each and every one of you will be extremely successful in your life and career. Whatever you do, maybe as a CA, maybe as a business person, maybe you're doing something completely unrelated to finance also. But every one of you will be a great success in life. And trust me when I say that friendships that you build today will play a key role in enhancing your network much later. See my friends and students, life is very fast. We must all be ready to take up this fast world. There is a Japanese person in India, in Chennai in fact. He wanted to go to the airport because he is getting late for his flight. He booked an Uber. As usual, Uber cancelled. So he said, what do? I'll take an auto. So he gets into an auto. He's going in the auto where suddenly he tells the auto person, getting late man, please go fast. See that car over there, Honda, made in Japan, very fast, very fast. Then after some time, he goes further. He says, go faster man, it's getting late. Look at that car over there, Mitsubishi, made in Japan, very fast, very fast. Auto fellow is getting irritated, but he stays silent. They're getting closer to the airport. What man, you are going so slow, going fast, my flight will take off. Look at that car over there, Suzuki, made in Japan, very fast, like that. auto fellow will be silent. And finally they'll reach the point. He says, how much should I pay? He says, 10,000 rupees. What 10,000 rupees are? He says, yes, meter. Made in India, very fast like that you will say. Life is also very fast like that. My point is we have to learn to enjoy it. We have to learn to enjoy it. So I'd like to thank all of you for being here today, and thank you for the opportunity for giving a welcome address. With this, I'd like to conclude my welcome address, and of course, followed by welcoming the brief address by our Regional Council member Revati ma'am, followed with the motivational address by our speaker, CA Kasturi Rangan. Now I welcome CA Revati to give a brief address.
Good morning, everyone. No breakfast, no, so everyone is feeling very tired. Enthusiastic good morning. We are celebrating Republic Day today. Yeah, good. Thank you very much, Kasturi Rangan sir, for accepting to give the motivational talk today, and Abhishek for coordinating this session and the welcome address. I'll just take 1 minute. I just want you all to remember that you are doing one of the most valuable professional courses in the world, which is of great demand, which you will know as you keep going deeper into the course. This course has a basic tenet of ethics, and that ethics we should compare with our national flag. All of us are very proudly today, we have pinned the national flag, but do we know what the national flag, the colors of the national flag mean? Who designed the national flag? No, I won't take homework for you. What are the colors of the national flag? Significance of the colors of the national flag? We put saffron here. Saffron indicates courage, courage with which our forefathers fought for the freedom of the country. Okay? And the white, peace. And the green, prosperity. Okay? This is how the flow of the colors and the meaning of the colors mean. Try to apply it to your own lives. Courage. You've all been very courageous to take up one of the toughest exams, so that means you have confidence in yourselves. C plus C, C squared. Implement that throughout your lives. Okay? And work with ethics towards prosperity. Once you complete this course, you are definitely going to be one of the most prosperous people in the world, and you are going to lead the country towards the 5 trillion economy, or now the 10 trillion economy. So thank you very much for coming here today. Welcome to Kasturi Rangan sir, and a very happy Republic Day to all of you. Jai Hind.
We will have the CA Institute SIRC chairman joining us in shortly. Before that, we will have the motivational address by the star speaker for the day, CA Kasturi Rangan. I will briefly introduce our speaker formally, even though he is a person who needs no introduction, especially to students. He is a good friend, but as a mark of respect, I will introduce him formally. CA Kasturi Rangan hails from Velachery, Chennai, and he has studied as BSc Mathematics, passed with distinction in New College. He was first in college, scoring 99%, 694 out of 700 marks, and he passed the CA final. Yes, definitely worth clapping. He passed the CA in 1995, and in fact scored the second highest in accounts in the southern region in CA, scoring 83%. He is a practicing chartered accountant with more than 2 decades of experience. He has his own coaching institute, Excellent Academy, and of course Rangavat Academy also, more than 25 years each thing he has been teaching at. And he teaches advanced accounting, auditing, direct tax laws, and of course financial reporting as well. He has been a faculty member with the ICAI Vellore branch, faculty member for the SIRC here itself, for CPT, Inter and Final. He teaches at other private institutions also. He is a regular visiting faculty at the Ernakulam branch of ICAI, Calicut branch, guest lecturer at MOP Vaishnav College and other colleges as well. He is a part-time lecturer at the Ramakrishna Mission, that is Vivekananda College, and he is a faculty from southern India to handle the live virtual classes conducted by the CA Institute in Delhi. His other experience includes having presented various papers. He is very active as a student as well, so presented papers as SICASA and on SIRC, on TDS, e-filing, returns, etc. He's a motivational speaker, as he's going to motivate you today, you will see. He's a quiz master in Chennai. I am an active quizzer as well. So quiz master is a very, very difficult task. He's an active quiz master for more than 5 years and a speaker at NASEN Training Center for Central Excise Officers, speaker at the Accounts Training Program, speaker at Training Program for TN Government Officer on Budgetary Control held in Chennai. Of course, his list goes on endlessly, but as he already told me, he said, Abhishek, let's try to wrap up as soon as we can. I do not want to delay him further. Without further ado, I welcome our star speaker of the day, my good friend C.A. Kasturi Rangan sir. Please give him a huge round of applause.
Very good morning to everybody. Dr. Abhishek Murli, Madam Revati. Happy Republic Day to everyone. As Mr. Abhishek was telling you, we have met many times in the classroom. This is just going to be a special session. I have been motivating you in the classroom itself, so sometimes you may find it a repetition also. Certain things I may tell you may be repetition also. So at the cost of repetition, it is just a reinforcement. Today being a good day, let us try to reinforce whatever we know already. This topic is based on motivation from within, route to success. I know that everybody wants to be a successful person. See, in life you have only two options. One is success, other is failure. Which will you choose? Success, because you don't want to fail, is it not? That means you have only one option in life. What is that? Success. How to achieve that success? That's all. You understand? Now, once you join this course, or you are planning to join this course, and you tell somebody, I'm going to join CA, what is the reaction you get from others? They say, CA va, vendamma. ரொம்ப டஃப்பாக இருக்கும். Syllabus is tough. The question paper is tough. The faculty is also tough. Everything is tough. And very few people only pass the exam, is it not? Yes, that is a fact. But if you are one among the few, is it not a great achievement? I came to know so far around 1.5 crore people have applied for the CA course, all put together. The last 70 years. But there are 3 lakh chartered accountants. So would you like to be one among them or one among the other who was not able to clear? You understand? If 3 lakh people can become chartered accountants over a period of 70 years, it's not going to be difficult for you, is it not? But motivation, from where will you get? That is more important. The motivation may not come from outside, because the world is a combination of, positives and negatives. It will be like that only. People may not motivate you to take up this course. No doubt about that. They will tell you very tough, only few people have cleared, percentage of pass is less. You have to get 40 marks in each subject, 50% in all the subjects. All that they will tell you. But you should tell them, there are 3 lakh people in India who have done this. So therefore, don't worry about what others tell you about this course. People generally try to put down others. So from where will you find the motivation? The very purpose of this session is to see from where I will get the motivation. I should get the motivation from myself, within myself. That is more important. Motivation can be intrinsic or extrinsic. I am talking about the intrinsic motivation, what you feel inside. Extrinsic motivation is what you get from outside. There are some people who try to motivate you positively also, provided you talk to positive people. Is it not? You should talk to people who have completed this course. You should talk to Abhishek Murali. He will tell you how to become a chartered accountant. You should talk to Madam Revati. She will tell you how to become a chartered accountant. But if you ask somebody who has never been successful in this, they will tell you, don't do this course. This course is very tough. Like that they will tell you. Is it not? There are two things in life. One is inspiration, other is motivation. What is the difference? You can be inspired by others. By looking at others, you can be inspired. I want to become like him. I want to become an actor like Amir Khan. I want to become a superstar like Rajinikanth. That is an inspiration. But will you become that? You should have the motivation within yourself to become that. That is very important. So basically, what is the difference between inspiration and motivation? Inspiration is taken from outside, motivation is from within yourself. You understand? If you are a believer in God, you will understand God means Kadavul in Tamil. Kadavulna enna? God. But அதை கொஞ்சம் explain பண்ணி பார்க்கலாம். Kadavul. Kada means what? Pass. Ul means inside. You understand? So where is God? God is within yourself. You understand? Similarly, motivation is within yourself only. Don't look for motivation from outside. Are you clear? Motivation from within is not only route to success. Of course, heading is route, R-O-U-T-E, route to success. You can even put it as route to success, R-O-O-T. That is also possible. It is not only the path. அது வழி மட்டும் இல்லை, அதான் பேஸ், அதான் வேர். புரியுதா? Therefore, don't try asking others, sir, is it possible to pass CA? Tell yourself, yes, I am going to pass this course. It will be possible for me. Inspiration can give you a spark to dream about something. But motivation will ensure that the spark becomes a big flame in your tummy and you are able to achieve that. How can you do that? You have to motivate yourself. That is very important. Like Abhishek was telling in the beginning, there are a lot of hurdles, lot of obstacles, lot of hindrances you have when you do CA. Particularly he was talking about articleship. Even I have done articleship, but I became a chartered accountant. Everyone who has become a chartered accountant has to pass through the grind of articleship. You can't avoid that. If you cannot avoid, you cannot change something, you have to accept it. You understand? So all of us have gone through the grind. Morning classes, then office, then evening classes, again I have to go back and start studying. That is how we do. Yes, we have to study 4-5 hours a day minimum. I used to study even 12 hours a day. That's why how I became a chartered accountant. You understand? So therefore, don't look at others to motivate you. But if you find some positive people with good positive thoughts who can spread positive radiance, you can talk to them. They will be of great help to you. They will give you good feedback. They will support you. They will give you the confidence. They will tell you what is the path. They will tell you how to proceed. They will tell you how to become successful. But even if you do not have anybody like that, don't worry. Who is more interested in your success, you tell me? Who is interested in your success? You only. You understand? You are more interested in your success. More than anybody else, you are interested in your success. Yes or no? So if you are interested in your success, you only have to pursue that. Is it not? And believe that success is not obtained overnight. Success is achieved by a process. The process starts with motivating yourself, forgetting about what is the external environment. Don't worry about the external environment. You may not get leave. Auditor may not give you time to go for classes. Everything will happen. But in spite of that only, you have to overcome. Suppose in a hurdle race, 110 meters race, there are no hurdles. Is it easy or not? Very easy. But only when there are hurdles, it is challenging. If there is no challenge in life, life is boring. If I give you every day 1 kilogram of jangri to eat, is it okay for you? Will you eat every day 1 kilogram of jangri only? It will become really waste for you. Beyond the point of time, you get irritated about that. There should be some element of sorrow also. You understand? Happiness, எப்போ பாரு இருந்தா போர் அடிக்கும். லைஃப்ல சேலஞ்ச் இருந்தாதான் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கா இருக்கும். CA is a challenging course. என்னென்ன சேலஞ்ச் இருக்கு? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சேரணும். I don't think our institute has posed any difficulty or challenges in joining this course. This is the only course anybody can join. Whether you are male or female, you study Tamil medium or Telugu medium, it's not a matter. Only if you have the determination to succeed, only if you are ready to work hard, you can join this course. Not a problem. Don't worry about what anybody will tell you. When I joined this course also, even the person with whom I did articleship, he himself told me, வேணாண்டா நீ பிஎஸ்சியில் நல்ல மார்க் வாங்கியிருக்க, why can't you do BTech? The reality is I didn't get BTech. I didn't get. But somehow I thought, if this is a tough course, why can't I try? There were people who were not ready to help me out, who gave all the negative feedback about this course. In fact, nowadays, the percentage of pass is very good. 26% recent final. I envy all those who cleared this time. When we were studying, it was 1%, 2%, 0.5%. In spite of that only, we have been able to achieve this. You understand that? So therefore, don't worry about what others say, whether I will be successful or not. If you think you want to be successful, you cannot be a failure. இதெல்லாம் அஜித் படத்தில் சொல்கிற டைலாக் மாதிரி இருக்குன்னு பார்க்காத. நாங்களாம் ஏற்கனவே சொல்லிட்டோம், அதுதான் அஜித் படத்தில் சொல்கிறோங்க. புரியுதா? நான் தோத்துட்டேன்னு நீ நினைக்கிற வரைக்கும் தோக்கலன்னு ஒரு வசனம் வருது இல்லை? நான் நிறைய வருஷம் முன்னாடி சொல்லிட்டேன் அதெல்லாம். Some of you attended the class earlier would be able to recollect. எங்கேருந்தோ கண்டுபிடிச்சு சொல்கிறாங்க. You understand? Failure is just a milestone in your path to success. சக்ஸஸ் வழியில் போயிட்டே இருக்கீங்க, நடுவில் ஃபெயிலியர் வரும், கவலைப்படாதீங்க. அது ஒரு மைல் ஸ்டோன் மாதிரி, அதை கடந்து போகணும். யூ ஷுட் கோ பியாண்ட் தட் மைல் ஸ்டோன். மைல் ஸ்டோனில் உட்காந்தீங்கன்னா அங்கேயே இருக்க வேண்டியது தான். பட் வேர் இஸ் யுவர் கோல்? யுவர் கோல் இஸ் தேர். அங்கே ரீச் பண்ணணும். So therefore, first thing in your life, definitely you want to be successful. Adula no doubt. First thing, you motivate yourself, man. Don't look for others. Motivate yourself. Then, as I told you, success is a process. You understand? Success cannot be obtained today or tomorrow itself. It is a process. How will you become successful? It is nothing but a relentless pursuit of excellence. Success will make you progressive in life, is it not? So, in 5 minutes I'll tell you what are the steps involved. First, you set a goal. There should be an objective in life. Without objective, life is useless. If you do not have a goal, please set a goal today. I know all of you have a goal. The fact that you have joined this course, that means you have a goal in life. And one of the toughest course you joined, that means you have the courage also, the self-belief also you have. So you have a goal, no doubt. But how to achieve that goal? There should be a plan of action. செயல் திட்டம். வெறும கோல் மட்டும் வச்சுக்கூடாது. Plan of action இருக்கணும். How I am going to achieve that goal? Once I have a plan in mind, I should document it. புரியுதா? வெறும் பிளானை மைண்டில் வச்சக்கூடாது. You should write it on a piece of paper and display it wherever you repeatedly go and see. For example, you can paste it on your mirror. அப்பப்போ கண்ணாடி பார்ப்பீங்கல்ல, கண்ணாடியில் ஒட்டிக்கோங்க. You will be able to see what you have written. I have done this. Personally, I have done this. I wanted to become a chartered accountant in 1995. Yeah, it was eluding for some time. I decided I should become a CA in the year 1995. I wrote on a piece of paper, I am going to become a chartered accountant in this atom. I became a chartered accountant in that atom. So therefore, if you have a plan, you have to document it, write it on a piece of paper or in a notebook somewhere. Get up in the morning, don't even brush your teeth. Read that first. அப்புறம் பல் தேய்ச்சிக்கலாம், not a problem. That means first thing it goes into your mind, in your subconscious mind you are committing yourself that you are going to become a chartered accountant. Of course the benefits of becoming a CA and all everybody knows. Today you may not have anything, tomorrow you may have an Audi car. You will have crores of rupees in your bank. All these are going to happen. It's a natural consequence of what you are going to achieve in life. That's absolutely irrelevant. Destiny is decided by the journey, you understand. Destiny is what you fix, the goal that you fix. But how you go towards the goal, how you proceed towards the goal, that only really makes you whether you are successful or not. So decide your journey, என்ன path, எந்த வழியில போகணும், அதை decide பண்ணுங்க. Automatically you will reach the goal. If your goal is to go to a temple, you have to find the path, is it not? The mode of transport, எப்படி போகணும், எந்த வழியில போகணும், அதை முடிவு பண்ணிக்கோங்க. And once you have decided that, you have to go through that way. Many times what we do, we have a plan, we have an action plan, எல்லாம் இருக்கு, we document it, but we don't see that. First we have to get up early in the morning to see that. Once you see that, I am telling you very clearly, you will not go to sleep until you have completed the commitment for that day. Suppose you have a plan, today I have to study this chapter. Morning you have put commitment to your mind, you understand? Before you go to bed, definitely that will come back to your mind and tell you, what happened to your commitment? Today you wanted to finish this chapter, have you finished it or not? You will wake up and start studying. I have done this many times. Not that I go to bed without completing my commitment, but sometimes even when you are tired, that mind will not allow you to, go to bed without completing what you want to achieve in that particular day. So therefore, goal set பண்ணுங்க. What is your goal? To become a chartered accountant. Your option is to be successful only, no doubt about that, is it not? Once you have a goal, have a plan of action for that. Plan of action writing la போட்டு உங்க ஸ்டடி ரூம்ல இல்ல மிரர்ல எங்கனா ஸ்டிக் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. டெய்லி பாருங்க. Your subconscious mind will keep reminding you about what you want to achieve. And try to implement the plan. That is more important. புரியுது இல்லையா? You have to implement it. And whenever you are successful, enjoy that success. Don't get excited about the success. There is a difference between enjoying a success and getting excited about the success. Excitement ஆச்சுன்னா என்ன ஆகும்? You will forget the future. Inter பாஸ் பண்ணிட்டா போருமா? போராது. ஃபைனல் பாஸ் பண்ணணும். ஃபைனல் பாஸ் பண்ணிட்டா போருமா? இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்பீச் கொடுக்கணும். You understand? See, there is nothing final in this world. The achievements are only temporary. You just keep on moving ahead, going on and on. You have to just keep on moving ahead. But once you have a goal, divide that into small goals. As you keep achieving that, award yourself with some small pleasantries. I finished foundation, very good, I am happy. But I have a responsibility. Tomorrow, I should do inter. Inter முடிச்சிட்டேன். Yes, I know how to go to article. I should do well in my articleship. I should do well. I should get a good name with my auditor. I should do final. I should become chartered accountant. Yes, after that, I should be successful in my career. That is also important. You understand? So therefore, success is not short term. Success is long term. And failure is not final. by chance you happen to fail, take it as an experience. I have failed 2-3 times. But whenever I fail, I took it as an opportunity to introspect where I made the mistake. Next time I would not make the mistake. I would have made some other mistake next time. But when I cleared the exam, I was sure that I didn't commit the same mistake I did in the last attempt. So therefore, failure is not final, success is not short term, long term. Have a vision. This is what I am going to do. So goal, plan, documenting the plan, implementing the plan, achieving success, award yourself with some pleasantries, failure, take it as experience. And finally, I would like to say, everything is in the mind. Swami Vivekananda said, if you want to be strong, you will be strong. If you think you are weak, you will be weak. Your mind is like a magnet. Your mind is like a magnet, it attracts everything that comes on its way. But better, you attract positive thoughts. You think of blessings, you will get blessings. You think of problems, you will get problems. You think you are strong, you will be strong. You think you may be a failure, you may be a failure. But I told you already, you should not think about failure at all in your life. Think positive. Believe in yourself. The same Swami Vivekananda said, you should have more faith in yourself than the faith you have in God. I am not saying don't believe in God. Swami Vivekananda said, you have faith in God. But your faith in yourself should be more than the faith in God. That means you keep on motivating yourself to be successful. Is it not? Finally, தமிழ்ல ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு கவிதை, நான் எழுதினதில்லை, யாரோ எழுதினதுதான். விடியும் என்று விண்ணை நம்பாதே, முடியும் என்று உன்னை நம்பு. Thank you so much for your patience.
It was a really amazing motivational address. In fact, the way Kasturi Rangan sir slowly started up and he kept ramping the motivation up, it was amazing. I feel like I can write my final again now. Thank you, sir, for such a superb address. He gave some excellent quotations, he gave real life examples, he gave his own example of how, despite being told the CA course is not good, negative views about the CA course, how through that adversity he has triumphed and become such a successful chartered accountant and easily one of the most popular teachers and speakers today. So to have him here address the students in such a lovely manner, thank you so much, sir, for taking time out of your very, very busy schedule and being here today to join us and address the students. As a very famous quote goes, everyone has their own adversities. Each of us have our own personal challenges. Some of us may think, oh, this is a small challenge compared to the challenge he is facing. But to each and every one of us, our own challenges are our challenges. So we must appreciate that. And it is better, always remember, it is better to light a small candle than to curse the darkness. We might have a lot of darkness around us, it might seem impossible. But that small task that you may do towards achieving your goal, towards achieving your objective, it might be something as small as, despite no power being there, you decide to take the books that you take, come to CA Institute and study. You don't have power at home, you don't have power at your hostel, so you decide to travel, take 2 buses, come here and study. Maybe you are studying just for 1 hour, maybe you are studying just for half an hour. But every small step adds up in reaching your successful goal that you will eventually achieve. And I can see from the faces of all of the students here today, I've been here present in so many motivational addresses, both on stage and off stage also. And I can tell that all of you are so engaged. I have no doubt that each and every one of you will become extremely successful because I can see the dedication, I can see the passion. Of course, credit goes to our amazing speaker who has managed to kindle your interest and engaging you like this. So it gives me great happiness to see this. So as a token of gesture and love and affection from our CA Institute, I request first CA Revati Raghunathan to honor our speaker with a memento. I would next like to honor our speaker myself with a shawl, before which it takes me great pleasure in welcoming our Central Council member CA MP Vijay Kumar sir and my teacher also onto the dais. I'd also like to welcome our SIRC chairman who has travelled all the way from Ernakulam for just this Republic Day function. He said, I want to be there with the students, CA Joman K. George. I request both MTV sir and Jomon, the chairman of SIRC, to join us on the dais. Sir, please come, sir. Wait, 2 minutes address for the students. Even I am excited to hear what you have to say, sir, as always. Yes, if you give a loud applause, sir will come on stage. Since our chairman is here, I request our chairman of SIRC, Sri CA Jomon K. George, to honor our speaker with a shawl. Please. We just presented the memento. Now I request CA MP Vijay Kumar sir, my teacher also, to share a few words with the audience. Sir, please come. Please give him a huge round of applause.
So very good morning to all of you. Extremely happy to be here. First person of the region, Joman George, other council colleagues in the region, and motivational speaker for the day. Extremely happy to be here. I came here for the flag hoisting, and since Joman said he's walking into the hall, I said let me get the opportunity of seeing the brightness of the children here on the Republic Day. That's the purpose I'm here. So wish you all a very, very happy Republic Day, and very special day. As all of you know, I don't want you to spend time on the importance of this day, except that I have very sincere request from all of you who happen to be the future of the country, that please stay committed. Please stay committed to the Constitution of the country and all of its principles. While in our syllabus we don't have a subject relating to Constitution of the country, but as citizens and as professionals and responsible people, it's important to know more about the Constitution. I would encourage you over time. It's not possible for you to read now, but over time, keep it in your agenda that I need to know more about the Constitution of the country and stay committed to the principles of the Constitution. So God bless all of you and have a great year ahead.
Now I welcome our chairman of SIRC, Sri CA Jomon K. George, to please give his chairman's address for today.
The chairperson of CASA, SIRC, Madam Revati Raghunathan, Honorable Central Council member, teacher and professional extraordinaire, MPV sir. Today's resource person was delivered a motivational session on route to success, GP Kasturirangan sir, and my very dear colleague in the young and dynamic colleague, in the regional council who is coordinating this program, Abhishek Murli, senior members in the audience, and my dear fellow students. Extremely delighted to stand before you this fine, exceedingly fine morning, Republic Day in Chennai. I came from Cochin, and we'll have the flag hoisting soon. MPV sir has already given the message of being committed to the future and also upholding the values of the constitution that we are. The demographic, secular fabric of our nation has to be unstained and going forward, and you are the future. Like the Emirates advertisement says, tomorrow wants to add your colors to its mix. So whenever I meet the students, I just share a few thoughts with you. The first thing is to leave a very positive note that today, Chartered Accountancy, the Indian Chartered Accountant has got onto the global stage with newfound capabilities, and the service that the Institute is doing from the export of CA services, there are a lot of opportunities everywhere, a whole world of opportunities are awaiting you. So develop a lot of positivity in you and become more focused and committed, as Abhi sir rightly said. So whatever you want to do, whether you want to take up an employment, whether you want to set up your own practice or join a firm of chartered accountants, if you want to be in your own business or to be an entrepreneur, yes. And lastly and most importantly, we have very few teachers like MPV sir who can take a real big picture, and there's a lot of shortage in higher education space. So if any of you, too early to decide and discuss, but slightest flair for teaching, I would like you to kindle that spirit and come up. So from whatever angle you look at the profession, the outlook of the profession, the role of the profession is becoming more relevant and pronounced, and the government is recognizing our services. The GST transition we enabled, and today in the digital era, we are leading by example. I'm sure you're aware of those students about the UDIN, which is a unique document identification number, which insulates chartered accountants from unscrupulous operators and dubious operators. Therefore, that's a huge initiative done by them. And today, you do not have any paper in dealing with the institute. It's all a self-system-driven, impersonal, paperless platform that we are in the self-service portal, SSP. Some of us have some more problems left in there, but the instance of issues have come down. But what we should appreciate is that the institute is not just preaching around, or the president or the central council members, the leaders, the visionaries, they're not preaching around. They're doing a lot of things which are so futuristic, and SSP is one such example. So a lot of things are happening, and therefore outlook is so bright. And the smart CA that you are aspiring to become, I would like to quote past President M.M. Chitale when he came to Cochin. He said the CA of the future should possess 3 distinct qualities. One is domain knowledge, or as we call it, a subject expertise. The right blend of theoretical knowledge with the practice flair for that. And the second one is today technology. We are now talking so much about technology. ABCD is, A for Apple, B for Boy has changed, and A for artificial intelligence, B for blockchain, C for cryptocurrency, D for data mining, data analytics, whatever it is. And as MBA sir said, as a logical extension to that, there is also an E. What is that E? The ethical code that we are bound by, and the Institute has, in line with the international practices, come out with the Code of Ethics 2019, which would be applicable from July 2020. So as you blossom forth into becoming chartered accountants and pursuing your professional career, I would say the dream journey as a chartered accountant, the E is equally important. On a day like Republic Day, as responsible citizens of the country, as people who have been termed as partners in part of a profession that has been coined in 2006 by none other than APJ Abdul Kalam, as partners in nation building, as a profession which is in the 70th year of its existence. Today is our 71st Republic Day. So what does that mean? So Institute was formed in 1949, even before India became a republic, and therefore we have really proud of being the part of the profession which has played a very pivotal role in the economic advancement of the country. If India is today the fastest growing economy in the world and 5th largest, the role played by the profession can never be undertoned. It has to be highlighted. It has to be showcased with a lot of more of pomp and pride. That is what every one of you should do. So technology is today not just an enabler, technology is a driver. So technology will decide how leverage you are on technology, will decide on how fast and how far you will go with your professional journey. And the third one, the most important one, you would have experienced that in the ICITSS, the communication skills or the soft skills. We should be well groomed, well attired, and well focused with good communication skills, interactive interpersonal skills. When you go for a group discussion, all that will put you in good stead. So institute, from whatever angle, if you go on to the board of studies, the kind of initiative they have taken, you have the cloud campus, you have brilliant video lectures, all those things you should make the best use of. So with domain knowledge, with good technology skills as tech-savvy young professionals, with good communication skills and a lot of self-confidence, you will make the future, no doubt about it. And also those who are in articles, you should embrace articles with all your passion and commitment. Again, commitment comes back all the time because of our profession is all about being passionate and being committed. So 3 years of articleship practical training is said to be the jewel in the crown of the profession. That is where the theoretical knowledge which you gained during your graduation or through your CPT and intermediate now, the IPCC earlier, is put to practice. And you are fortunate to have a good teacher or a principal for you. 3 years, you are married to the firm. I would say you are married and committed to the firm. There you get all kinds of exposure. You travel across. I did my articles in Chennai in 88 to 91, from 88 to 91, probably before you were born. So coming back to Chennai always, I remember attending classes here, traveling to Chennai crossroads on my Bajaj Chetak, second-hand Bajaj Chetak scooter. I used to stay in Anna Nagar, Loyola Hostel, and then in a mansion here near Vallur Cotton. So pleasant memories, stand enveloped in nostalgic memories of 3 years, but a lot of opportunity to travel. Fortunate to have a very great principal, Mr. K.N. Sukumar Varma. He was a mentor, he was a guide, he was a friend most importantly. And then that was a great experience. So embrace all your articles with all the passion you have in you, and that's how we will move forward. Stay glued to the BOS initiatives. And as in the emblem you see an eagle. There is an eagle in every one of you. Two distinct qualities of the eagle is to have sharp vision. Vision is seeing beyond, having foresight, looking forward. That is one thing. And secondly, an inner yearning, a desire to fly above the rest, above from the league of crows and sparrows. I'm sure that that eagle in you will take wings and wings of fire, again to quote Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And it's very important to have dreams. Dream big, your deeds will grow. Sometimes you might get a stiff neck looking up, but it's better than getting a hunch looking down all the time. So there are a lot of positives around you, green shoots everywhere. So get geared, and I would also say on a day like this, it's very important to know that there is much more to than chartered accountancy. Life has got a much wider meaning, much wider call for every one of you. So your social connect is very, very important. Your social responsibilities, professional social responsibilities are important. All those good qualities you should imbibe when you're young. It is not that at the age of 60 you say that I become a responsible citizen. All those good qualities you should cultivate in yourself, nurture them, share with your friends, and only then that we can be part of the society, we can be part of the nation, we can be part of and be radiating positivity to the people around you. So wish you all the very best on that note. So that's what I was trying to say, is being human is very important. Sometimes moving aggressively on the fast lanes of life, you tend to become less concerned about others. We get a lot of messages in real life through movies that we should be caring for the less fortunate. Every one of us have got a responsibility today to make this place a better place, to live with more of dignity and hope, particularly for the hapless and the less fortunate people. I have great faith in the innate potential of every one of you. And at that point of time, I will also always say that your social media is sometimes creating a lot of problem for you. It is a killer of your dreams. Unless you limit your screen time, it will axe your aspirations. So cut down on your screen time. Never take a mobile phone in your study room if you are a serious student. Not more than 1.5 hours of screen time a day. That itself is dangerous. I, for one, do not have a Facebook account or don't use WhatsApp. People say I do not exist, but even then I'm pulling on. Therefore, this is a very important message which I won't leave. When our one of our past presidents, Nilesh Vikamsi, he was Board of Studies chairman, he was making a public meeting and also press meet, where he categorically said, this is one of the reasons for many of the students who are otherwise not being able to pass. So that is back to chartered accountancy and the immediate objective of becoming a chartered accountant, charged up chartered accountant, a focused chartered accountant, a socially committed chartered accountant, a fully geared chartered accountant. You have the potential for that all in you. Stay blessed. Wish you a great day. And on Independence Day, let us recommit ourselves to the cause that the nation has lived all these years. What our forefathers wanted to have an India of our dreams. We can make it together. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Chairman, for such an excellent address. And he says, don't use social media. I thought he was talking to me because I am very active on Facebook and WhatsApp. But luckily it was not there when I was a student, so maybe that is why I passed the exam. But always interpret the words correctly. Each thing has a different meaning to each person. So what Chairman says is with the best interests of the students. I know he goes across the region. Whenever he's traveling, he insists that he wants to address the students. So the pulse that he has of the students is definitely on point. So he knows it better than me. In fact, he is also, it's very great that we have 3 teachers on the dais today, be it the Speaker Kasturi Rangan sir, MP Vijay Kumar sir, and even our chairman has a very, very strong roots as far as teaching is concerned. So with this, I'd like to present the formal vote of thanks. I'd like to thank our speaker for the day, CA Kasturi Rangan sir, who really kindled a great motivation in all the students present here. I'd like to thank CA Revati Raghunathan, who joined us, Regional Council Member and CICASA Chairperson, and gave a brief address as well. CA MP Vijay Kumar sir, who come for the flag hoisting, but I insisted that he share a few words. Nice of him to really do that and motivate the students. And of course, our dynamic chairman of SIRC, Shri CA Joman K. George. I'd like to extend my thanks to the SIRC staff, the senior members and teachers who are present here today, and most importantly, the members and the students who have joined us. I know from 4 days back, I've been insisting the staff to follow up with you and ensure that you attend. I know it is a difficult task waking up so early in the morning. You and I struggled a little bit coming early today morning. So thank you so much for waking up, skipping breakfast and coming and joining us today. We will now have the flag hoisting function followed by immediately now. So I request all of you to join us for that, and then we have organized breakfast, the best part for the day. So that will be following the flag hoisting function. So thank you so much for joining us today. And with this, we will move towards the flag hoisting, which is in the lawn outside. Thank you.
Abhishek, that I add something. See what do yoga and say that can help you.